welcome to the Kansas Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us this evening. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. If you have a specific question for a specific school, you can indicate that in your question by including the school's name. If you have a question that you would like to be answered by all of the representatives, let us know that type of question as well. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is also being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters. We'll be hearing first from the University of Wyoming this evening. You can see our schedule in the middle of the page.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on. I'm going to share a quick PowerPoint presentation with you here, and we'll get started with the presentation. All right, everyone. So my name is Ian Zerby. I'm an admissions representative here with the University of Wyoming. I'm so excited to be talking to you today about a little bit about UW. We are the only four-year school in the entire state of Wyoming, so we're a very unique institution in that respect. We are located in Laramie, Wyoming, which is down in the southern portion of the state there. We're about 2.5 hours from Denver, Colorado. And we're located in a great place for the outdoors. We're kind of right in between a couple of different mountain ranges right there. Laramie itself has also actually been ranked the #1 small college town in the entire country. So if you're looking for an opportunity to get involved with the community and things like that, it's definitely the place for you. A few quick facts about UW. We have about 12,000 students on campus, roughly 10,000 undergraduate students, great student to faculty ratio and class size averages, and 90% of our classes are actually taught directly by the instructor, so you're getting that education firsthand. We have roughly 80 undergraduate majors. We actually have over 100 different minors, concentrations, and options there, so you have lots and lots of majors and areas of study to choose from. We're actually #1 on a list of 20 states where college is worth the cost. We're a very affordable institution for an out-of-state school. If you're looking into out-of-state institutions, UW has one of the lowest cost of attendances in the country. As I mentioned before, we're a great place for the outdoors. If you like to camp or mountain bike or hike or fish or downhill ski, cross-country ski, snowboard, snowshoe, snowmobile, any of those kind of opportunities, rock climb, mountain bike, anything like that, we're a great place for you for students who like the outdoors. If you like the indoors, we've got over 280 clubs and organizations, lots of different opportunities to choose from to get involved and help build a major. The other thing we like to really focus on is undergraduate research. We're actually #1 in National Science Foundation undergraduate research funding per capita in the country. And so there's a lot of different money out there to help you do some research, help you build a resume in that respect. We also have over 400 study abroad locations, so it's a great way to get involved in study abroad and really help you build a resume, along with our honors college, and provide some additional interdisciplinary study and some unique opportunities with that as well. As far as the admissions process, our application for fall 2021 is open right now. We run on a rolling admissions platform, which means you can apply anytime up until the first day of classes. For your sake and mine, please don't wait that long. I recommend applying between August 1st and the end of November. That kind of gets you into our 2 direct admit programs. Our nursing program and our pharmacy program require a December 1st application deadline. We like to see a 3.0 GPA or higher. We will consider applications from a 2.5 GPA on up. And we also like to see you have that high school success curriculum completed. And so with that, we'd like to see that 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 4 years of science, 3 years of social science, and 4 years of additional coursework. My guess is you don't need to get too worried about this. This is going to be virtually identical to what you need to graduate from high school. We will allow up to 2 deficiencies in the curriculum requirement without causing any issues. And test scores for the fall 2021 semester are optional. So you can send those in to us, but those aren't going to affect your admissions decision. And this is specifically for admissions. For scholarships for out-of-state students, we are still requiring an ACT or an SAT score to be considered, and you can qualify for up to $11,565 a year at the University of Wyoming based on your GPA and test score. Now, if you don't have the test right away, that's also fine. We will accept test scores and transcripts that show GPA and things like that up until May 1st for consideration for these scholarships. Okay. We also like to encourage you, if you have a chance to, come visit campus. We have a lot of virtual options. We are looking at starting a few different in-person tours and things like that soon. So hopefully we'll have those up and going. If you'll visit our website, our visit website, you can find a lot of those different options. We have virtual tours. You can set up an admissions session with someone like me to get some more information on there as well. Lastly, I want to make sure and leave you with my contact information. I'd be more than happy to work with you through your college search process. You can contact me directly at this number and this email. If you scan the QR code on this website, this will take you directly to our information request form. So if you've got some more questions on that, we can look at that as well. I'm going to stop sharing for a second here and take a look at some of the Q&A if anyone has any questions specifically for the University of Wyoming. Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for giving the opportunity here to jump in there. We do have a question here about journalism. We do have a great journalism program. The university is very, very well known for engineering, agriculture, a few of those different things, but through our College of Arts and Sciences, we have a great journalism communications type program as well that you can look into. And I believe my time is up, so thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Ian, and students definitely be sure to add all of your good questions, which are going to be great for our representatives to answer. All right, our next presentation today is going to be from Oklahoma State University.
Hi, everyone. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Okay, so hello everyone, I am Caitlin Middleton. I am the admissions counselor for the state of Kansas for Oklahoma State University. So let's dive right in. Okay, so we are located in Stillwater, Oklahoma. We are about an hour away from Oklahoma City and about an hour away from Tulsa. We are about 2 hours from Wichita and about 4 hours from the Kansas City Metroplex. So totally within driving distance. It's far enough to be away from home, but close enough to go back if you want to. Stillwater is a college town. We are a small town, so you get that real college feel. The whole town is built off of the campus. Everybody is alum of OSU. Everybody loves OSU. So Stillwater is just a great place to live if you still want that small town feel, but you still want the college vibe. Now, Oklahoma State has 22,000 undergraduate students, so we are a mid-sized university, and out of those students, about 26% are out-of-state students. So our out-of-state population is pretty large, and we represent all 50 states and over 100 countries. We are a land-grant institution, which means that our school is based on a grant given by the state to give students more opportunities. So we are a top-tier research institution. So you're going to get a lot of hands-on learning here at Oklahoma State as opposed to somewhere else that is not as research-oriented. Now we have over 200 majors which span across 5 academic colleges. Some of our top majors that are unique to OSU are zoology, interior design, fashion merchandising. We do have the only vet school in the state of Oklahoma. So we have a fast track program to that. So if you are interested in that, I would be happy to answer your questions about it. And we have a lot of cool things happening at Oklahoma State. So you will see the McKnight Center for Performing Arts, which is pictured on the right. This is a brand new building that just opened last year for our performing arts. So we are known for our College of Ag and our College of Engineering. However, we are gaining a lot of momentum in performing arts and music and those arts and sciences. So our application is currently open, and we also do rolling admissions, which means that as soon as you apply and have everything submitted to us, we are going to look at it and try to get you admitted as soon as possible. So we are not on Common App, and that is because your application to the university will double as your application for scholarships. So we just need you to complete the application online, submit a high school transcript, and then ACT or SAT test scores if you have them. If not, that's perfectly fine. We are optional for spring and fall of 2021. And then a $40 application fee or fee waiver. If you're curious how to get that fee waiver, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. The two things listed at the bottom are going to be your application for your scholarships. So along with the application to the university, you'll just complete these two things and that will put you in the pool for all competitive scholarships. We have two different ways to be admitted. One is comprehensive review. This just means we're taking a holistic approach to getting you admitted. We are going to look at more than just test score and GPA. We're going to look at everything that you submit along with those essays and leadership and involvement resume. We also have assured admissions. So if you have been able to test, if you meet one of these three criteria, then congratulations, you've been admitted to Oklahoma State. Now we have some assured scholarships for our out-of-state students. So this is the assured scholarship. So if you have a 24 and a 3.0, you are guaranteed $10,000 per year for 4 years. And then obviously the higher the test score, the more money you receive. Now we are excited to announce that we have released a GPA-only scholarship for the fall of 2021. So if you have not been able to take a test yet, this is what you could receive. So this is listed here. If you range anywhere in there, the price associated is what is going to be your scholarship per year. So that's something really exciting. We've been working hard to get this approved because we know tests are hard to take right now. So sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. We have over 500 student organizations on campus, so there is something for you. You will always find your place at Oklahoma State. We have intramurals. There are opportunities for you to study abroad. Every academic college has their own study abroad program. There are opportunities to network, and we have career services in every academic college. So there's always somebody that is willing to help you network, get a mentor, work on your resume, and then we have career fairs every single year. We are home to America's Greatest Homecoming, so this is what we really like to brag on at Oklahoma State. As you can see, these are our homecoming decks, and homecoming is just really fun because the population of Stillwater triples overnight. Now we do have daily campus tours. We have students on campus every day at 9:30 a.m. or 9:30 and 1:30 on Friday. We would love to have you come visit us. And like I said, my name is Caitlin Middleton. This is my information. Feel free to text, call, or email at any time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Caitlin. Our next presentation today will be from the University of Oklahoma.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. I have the right one. All right. So my name is Christy, and I am the Assistant Director for Admissions and Recruitment at the University of Oklahoma. I am also based in...
Christy, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're not on presentation view in case you wanted to adjust that.
Is that better?
Hasn't changed yet.
Hold on.
Okay.
Did that switch it?
No, it's still on presenter mode. Would you like to go ahead, or would you like to just be able to, we can bring you back in at the end if you wanted to go look and work on that. Either way.
I don't know what screen it's changing. So I'll just go with the end, that's fine.
Great. We'll hopefully be able to work on that. So we'll come back to the University of Oklahoma If we could have Oklahoma Panhandle State next, that would be great. Thank you for your flexibility. Thanks, Sarah.
Give me just 1 second to
That's
share
fine.
my screen with you guys. All right. So my name is Sarah Wood. I'm the admissions counselor for Oklahoma Panhandle State University, as well as a recent graduate. And I want to start by giving you a quick little video of what campus looks like. So that is our campus. Now that you've seen it, I want to tell you a little bit about us. We have about 1,500 students here at OPSU, which gives us a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio and an average class size of just 16. We have alumni in 26 countries in all 50 states, which means from OPSU, you really can go anywhere. We're the fastest growing university in our region and the first and only Hispanic serving institution in Oklahoma. What that means is at least 25% of our student body is Hispanic. If you're worried about the cost of attending college, OPSU gives away $4.5 million in scholarships every year. We have 3 academic colleges: the College of Agriculture, Science, and Nursing, the College of Business and Technology, and the College of Arts and Education. One thing that's really cool about our College of Agriculture, Science, and Nursing is we have 1 of 2 student-run meat labs in the state on our campus. It's a great opportunity for hands-on labs if you're into meat science classes or just want a job on campus. That's a great place to work. The College of Business and Technology features 2 clubs that have both competed nationally, and the College of Arts and Education has what we call the Panhandle Promise, where if you're interested in being an education major and you work in the Panhandle for 2 years after you graduate, it's basically a full ride. If you have more questions about financial aid, anything like that, I'm happy to answer them at the end. If you look in the top right corner, you can see what an average semester breakdown looks like for OPSU, and we don't charge out-of-state tuition. Over 89% of our students get some type of financial aid. We have 250 scholarships in a foundation, and that's a super easy application. It's a checklist. Just mark which ones you qualify for or which ones you want to go ahead and stretch your application out for, and the school will distribute your application. Those open in December and results come out in February. We have scholarships that can cover your housing within the department academics. If you contact an advisor today, that would help you when your application for the school comes through. They would already know your name. Different housing options. Freshmen are required to live on campus, and with the dorms comes a 10-meal plan. So you do have to factor that into your bill. We have 2 residence hall. One is co-ed by wing. The other is all male, and that one is set up as private rooms. The Aggie apartments are for juniors and seniors, 4 bedrooms, a little kitchen, and a living area, as well as 2 bathrooms. And the annexes are duplexes, 2 bedrooms, a full bath, full living area, full kitchen. We offer 16 different sports, and we have track coming soon. If you want to get connected with a coach, I'd be happy to give you their contact information. And we have redone most of our athletic facilities or are in the process of working on them right now. Student life here at OPSU, there is always something to do. We host events throughout the year, and they're free with your student ID. There are 42 clubs and organizations, so it's a great way to get involved on campus. And then we have my favorite part of campus, which is the Noble Center. It is a gym that comes free to you with your tuition. It's got a heated saltwater swimming pool, racquetball courts, volleyball, basketball, indoor running track, and so much more. If you're interested in applying, which I encourage all of you to do, here's the steps you need to take. And right now we're giving away t-shirts for our class of 2025 for the first 250 applicants. So make sure you get in there. And if you have more questions that I don't have time to get to or think of later, go ahead and reach out to me. My contact information is right there. I'm gonna go ahead and check the Q&A box, but do you guys have anything I can answer for you? Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Our next presentation will be from Crowder College.
Hey, before I get started, I was going to say, Christy from OU, if you are still struggling, you can email me your presentation and I'll run it from my computer for you. So it's heatherflint@crowder.edu.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Heather. That is so kind and helpful. I love the collaboration. Thank you.
Oh. Not a problem. Okay, guys. Hey, I'm Heather Flint. I'm the recruiter from Crowder College. So Crowder College is a community college in Southwest Missouri that offers over 80 degree programs and certificates. I'd like to tell you today a little bit about Crowder and why it's a great college option for you to check out. Jennifer, can you see my screen? Is it okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Everything's
All right, so first of all, get ready for a cheesy acronym because I love a cheesy acronym. You should choose Crowder because Crowder cares. So the C stands for cost, and our cost is very affordable. We do not charge you out-of-state tuition, and we have lots of great scholarship opportunities. We can also help you complete the FAFSA to see if you're eligible for grant money, which will go further at Crowder because of the lower cost. All right, the A is for academics. Crowder College will provide you with the academics that you're looking for. As previously mentioned, we have over 80 degree programs and certificates. Some of our most popular programs include nursing, agriculture, vet tech, criminal justice, welding, and diesel tech. And if you're undecided about what you want to study, we do have a general studies degree that will cover the core classes you need and includes electives you can use to explore different programs. The general studies degree will easily transfer on to most four-year colleges where you can continue your studies. We have small class sizes, and we will help you meet your goal, whether that's quickly getting into the workplace or easily transferring on to finish a degree at a four-year university. All right, the R is resources. Crowder has a lot of great resources to help you succeed. If you're the first in your family to go to college or your family has moved around a lot for work, we have programs specifically for you. We also have a lot of clubs and organizations to help you get involved on campus and meet other people. One of our most popular clubs is the Crowder Aggies. Throughout the school year, the Crowder Aggies have social events, community service events, and participate in ag contests. But the highlight of the year is traveling. The Crowder Aggies often get to travel for a couple weeks to locations like Scotland or Hawaii to learn about the agricultural industry in that area. And fun fact, you don't have to be an ag major to participate. And our E is environment. We have 6 locations. This is for making classes more convenient for you. So depending on where you live in Kansas, our Neosho, Joplin, and Webb City campuses are probably the closest for you. A unique thing that Crowder College offers is housing on our Neosho campus. Most community colleges don't have housing, but we have 2 different housing options on our Neosho campus. They're apartments and some more traditional style dorms. One of my favorite things about Crowder is what we call the Crowder family atmosphere. Teachers and staff at Crowder will treat you kindly and want to help you succeed. One of my favorite personal examples of the Crowder family atmosphere happened when I was teaching orientation class. I had a student not showing up for classes and started to fail that class. I knew he worked as a cashier at our local Walmart, so after work I had to get groceries, so I stopped there, purposely went through his line, and started talking to him about why he'd been missing classes. We chatted a bit for what was going on in his life, and next week he was in class, and he ended up passing the class. This is a small example of how Crowder teachers and staff go above and beyond for their students. We also have a variety of sports that you can be involved in or cheer on at Crowder. We have men's baseball, women's basketball, men's soccer, women's softball, and a new addition, esports. Scholarships are available for all sports, including esports, and our esports teams are currently playing Fortnite, Smash Brothers, Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege, FIFA, Madden, and Hearthstone. And then the final in our Crowder Cares is success. So the final reason to choose Crowder is because we will help you succeed and meet your goals, whatever they may look like. As we talked about earlier, we are a cost-effective choice. Students graduating from Crowder can more easily get a degree without going into debt. A unique benefit that Crowder offers is our Lifetime Learner Program. Once you graduate from Crowder, you can take a class every semester and not have to pay for tuition. We want to encourage you to continue to learn and grow. So in summary, why choose Crowder? Because Crowder cares. We are a cost-effective choice that will give you the high-quality academics you want in a friendly environment with lots of resources to help you succeed. So if you're interested in becoming a student at Crowder, here are your next steps. First, you're going to want to complete our application at crowder.edu. Click the Apply Now button to get started. There is a $25 application fee. You might be eligible for an application waiver if you're in a TRIO program like Upward Bound, or you're eligible for free and reduced lunches. Next, you'll want to complete the FAFSA. That's open right now for seniors. If you need help, please contact us. We have a free resource on campus that can help you complete this sometimes difficult process. In February, you'll need to fill out the scholarship application at crowder.edu scholarships and complete the housing application if you're wanting to live on campus. Next step is sending us your ACT scores. If you haven't taken the ACT or you don't want to, we have a free placement test that you can take on campus. Finally, you'll need to send us your official high school transcript and any official college transcripts you might have. Once you get these steps completed, you'll be ready to enroll for class. So just remember, at Crowder College, we're much more than an education. You get an experience here. Here's my contact information. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or if you would like to schedule a tour of campus. We are currently doing in-person tours, and we would love to meet you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Heather. Our next presenter will be Michigan State University. And students, you're asking great questions, so please keep them coming for our representatives.
Good evening. My name is Steve Landgraf, and I'm a regional admissions counselor for Michigan State University. Thank you very much for giving up some time this evening to watch this presentation live, or maybe you're checking this out on YouTube later. So thank you so much for coming on to learn about our schools. And my colleague Lauren Kennedy is in the chat. So if you have any questions about Michigan State as I'm presenting, feel free to ask them, and she will touch base with you on those questions in the Q&A box. So she's actually based in Michigan, whereas I actually live right outside of Chicago, and I'm a regional counselor. I work with our students in Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and Arkansas. So I know our time is very brief for this particular presentation, so I'll try to go over just some of the basic questions about Michigan State, and hopefully you'll all follow up with me later too. But basic questions, I'm talking about things like where, who, what, how, just some basic things to kind of frame our few minutes here. And I've got some slides here too. So first of all, where is Michigan State University? So we are in East Lansing, Michigan. It's right outside the state capital of Lansing. We're about 90 minutes away from Detroit, a little over an hour from Grand Rapids, Michigan, about 3.5 hours from Chicago, where I am. But if you're talking about kind of big cities in Kansas, we're about 700 miles away from Kansas City, about 900 miles from Wichita, and about 760 miles away from Topeka. So that's where we are. A lot of our students who are coming from farther away, if they don't want to drive, you can actually take the Amtrak to our campus, but probably a lot of students from Kansas would consider flying into Detroit, and you can take the Michigan Flyer. That's kind of a shuttle that goes from Detroit to East Lansing. So that's a great way to get to campus. So beautiful college town, kind of that traditional college town atmosphere that you're going to find in East Lansing, Michigan. Got a couple other slides here that talk about what the area is like. There's just a little delay, I feel like, when we're on Zoom here. So I don't know, maybe I'm not gonna get this presentation to work. It does, there we go. It was not responding. So Michigan is a beautiful state. If you've never gotten to visit Michigan, even just for a vacation, I would encourage you to check it out. These pictures are not all from East Lansing, Michigan, but beautiful things to see within a short driving distance or a day's drive to kind of see all around Michigan. Beautiful things to see around the state if you like the outdoors. And these are some photos of our campus. So it's a huge place. It's about a 5,200 acre campus in East Lansing, Michigan. It is one of the larger colleges in the United States, just in terms of acreage, but also in terms of our enrollment. And I'll talk more about that too. But love this slide of just a few pictures, especially that we've got a little picture of our Wharton Center in the corner there, where Hamilton was playing a couple years ago. Unfortunately, I did not get to go to campus and see Hamilton, but beautiful campus that we have here in East Lansing, Michigan. So what about the the who is Michigan State University? What do we have to offer our students? So as I said, we are one of the largest colleges in the United States. Usually you see us ranking in the top 10, probably around number 8 in terms of student size. We have about 50,000 total students and about 40,000 undergraduate students who are working on that bachelor's degree, whether they joined us as a freshman right out of high school or as a transfer student, about 40,000 undergraduate students. Last year, our incoming freshman class for fall of 2019 was a little over 8,500 students. So definitely a very big place, and we don't shy away from that. We think that being a big school offers a lot of opportunities for our students, and there are a lot of ways to make a big school like Michigan State start to feel smaller as you build your community at MSU. So it's a very diverse campus. We have students from about 140 different countries and all 50 states in the US and every single county in Michigan. So very big, diverse school. In terms of how that size plays out, you'll see on there 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and about 84% of your classes only have 50 students or less. So even though it is a very, very big place, we also have a lot of faculty and staff to work with you as well. What can you do at Michigan State, though? Let's go into that what part of the questions. So we have about 200 different areas of study, 17 different degree granting colleges. That includes 3 medical schools, College of Human Medicine, College of Osteopathic Medicine, only College of Veterinary Medicine in the state of Michigan. We have a law school. We also have 3 residential colleges that offer that smaller cohort, that living learning community feel. So there's definitely a lot of things that you can get involved in at Michigan State University in terms of those majors, but also lots of things outside the classroom, like entrepreneurship resources, great honors college, over 900 clubs and organizations. We also have one of the best study abroad programs. We go to all 7 continents and about 60 or 70 different countries, 275 different programs. So lots of things that you can get involved in. Now, what about the how? How can you become a Michigan State University student? So we are on the Common App as well as the Coalition application, and we have our own app on our website too. As you see on this slide, we are test optional for this year. So you do not need to send us a test score. You won't be at any disadvantage if you're not able to send us a test score. You'll still be considered for our honors college and all of our out-of-state scholarships. But we do need an official transcript from your high school. You do also have the $65 application fee unless you qualify for a fee waiver. And you do have to fill out the application and write 1 brief essay. So we want that all in by November 1st as an out-of-state student, so you have maximum consideration for our scholarships. From our admissions office, it ranges from $5,000 to $15,000 per year as an out-of-state student. Plus, we give all of our out-of-state folks a study abroad scholarship, and our honors college has additional scholarships too. And again, you will be considered for these even if you don't send a test score. We have kind of a different process for that as well if you don't send a test score, but the same levels. Unfortunately, we aren't doing visits at this time, but definitely check out this virtual visit information. And here's my contact info. I'm the one who works with all of our Kansas students. Email is landgr17@msu.edu. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much, Steve. All right, and right now we're going to cycle back and we'll be hearing from the University of Oklahoma. Christy, take it away.
Let's see if we can get this to work this time, guys.
Technology, we all know.
All right. Let me know what you're seeing. I'm gonna put this into presentation. Figure if I start it from the beginning, it might actually work this time.
Yes, we can hear you, we can see it nice and big.
Perfect.
All right.
Oh, again, my name is Christy. I am the Assistant Director for Admissions at OU, and I am based in Kansas City to best support our Kansas and Missouri Sooners. The OU campus is one of the most beautiful in the nation. We are a traditional residential walking campus. And as I'm going through this presentation, you'll see a QR code. Feel free to scan that at any time if you'd like to sign up for our mailing list. Okay, so located in Norman, Oklahoma, our students benefit from the proximity to the state capitol in Oklahoma City. We're around a 2-hour and 45-minute drive from Wichita, a little over 4 hours from Topeka, and right around 5 hours, give or take, from the Kansas City area. Oklahoma City also offers great internship and job placement opportunities for our students, as well as providing arts, culture, concerts, nightlife, and professional sports. While we are a large public Tier 1 research institution, we are so proud to keep our class sizes small and offer our students the chance to be more than a number. but rather be seen, be understood, and encouraged to excel, create, and pursue their goals. We want to know our students by name and not just an ID number. With more than 170 programs of study, there is something for every single student at OU. With the National Weather Center on our campus, highly ranked performing arts, and a complete health sciences center, we really do have it all. When applying to OU, you can come in undecided and still finish in 4 years. In fact, most freshmen start in University College, our freshman exploratory college, and they will officially declare a major after they've completed 24 hours of credit before moving into their degree granting college. At OU, we use a holistic review for admission, which weighs your academic merits, extracurricular activities, admission essay, and letters of recommendation as predictors of academic success at OU. Effective this year and for the next 5 years, students will be able to apply test optional for admissions. We will also superscore ACT and SAT scores and allow students to self-report scores for admission and scholarship purposes. If you do select to self-report your scores, you will have to send those scores to us to be verified by the time you go for your enrollment appointment. Applying for our early decision action deadline offers you priority for things like admission, merit-based scholarships, leadership and community awards, financial aid, and early access to our housing and honors college applications. I am also a graduate of the university, and I personally know the student experience at OU is why over 400 students from Kansas and Missouri have found their home at OU. With great academics, an involved student life, beautiful campus, large Greek life experience, numerous study abroad opportunities that are offered in over 80 countries and 200 cities, including 2 study centers, one in Arezzo, Italy, and one in Puebla, Mexico. And of course, the chance to cheer on our Sooners every Saturday. We hope that you'll consider learning more about OU. Hopefully you were able to jot down my information at the beginning, but if you do have questions, please let me know and I'm happy to help you with those. I'm keeping it short and sweet, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Christy. I'm so glad we're able to get that to work, and thanks for working with us and for everyone's patience. We appreciate it. Well, we still have a couple more minutes before we wrap this up. So this is a great time, students to and other attendees and guests, to please drop any more questions in our Q&A box. We would love to have our presenters have a few more minutes to answer them and to address the questions that you have. So if you want to add anything to the Q&A, please go ahead. Right now, I'd like to ask all of our presenters to turn on their cameras and to come reappear again with us. And we're going to answer a question, do a little round robin around the group. We'll go in the same order that we presented in today. And the question is going to be, what is one of your campus's favorite traditions that is really a big part of the campus and student community? So we'll start with the University of Wyoming.
Yeah, so that's a good one. One of our campus traditions that we do, one of the biggest ones, we're also big on homecoming. We always have a big pig roast, so they do a whole bunch of, they feed a bunch of the students and things like that. And then as a student there, I'm an alumni of the University of Wyoming. One of my favorite events to go to was our homecoming car push. And so we have a stadium that circles all the way up to the very top, and you jump in on teams and see who can push the car up to the very top of the stadium, and then all jump in and drive down at the very bottom. Whoever can do that the fastest wins. So I think our wrestling team is current reigning champions for like the last 4 or 5 years, but that's one of the fun things we do here anyway.
All right, so I will go next. Staying in line with homecoming, of course, everyone loves homecoming. Something cool that Oklahoma State does during homecoming is we have what we call walk around. And like in the photos that I was showing you, all of those giant decks are made out of chicken wire and tissue paper. So our sororities and fraternities take like all semester working on these homecoming decks. And then on Friday night, right before homecoming, we have what we call walk around, where everybody just fills the streets and walks around and looks at all of them and then judge them. Obviously, we're not able to do that this year, but next year will be our 100th anniversary for homecoming. So we are so, so excited about it.
I'll go ahead and go next. My favorite tradition at OPSU as a student and as faculty is homecoming again. We have a tradition where every night of homecoming week, there's a different event. On Friday night, we have a big pep rally in one of our gyms, and then the marching band leads us out to the old practice field, and they have a bonfire, and they actually fire ceramics from the art students. So that's really fun.
I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, not do a homecoming. One of my favorites is the Baptist Student Union every year does Pie Day, and there's just bunches and bunches of pies, and all the staff, students, everyone just kind of gathers in the student center and eats pie. Pretty simple, but it makes for a really fun day.
You already got to hear from me for 6 minutes, so I'm gonna let my colleague Lauren actually answer, because she also went to Michigan State and I did not, so I'll let her answer.
I did. I'm MSU alumni, and MSU is actually very well known for a lot of different traditions. It was hard for me to decide on one, but we actually have the oldest operating botanical garden in the United States. It goes all the way back to 1873, and it's a tradition, especially when it's a little bit dark on campus. It is lit, but it gets a little bit spooky around there, being that it's October. Students a lot of times like through the garden and find any haunted friends, but usually frogs. It's a really fun place to be in. I think that's one of our best traditions.
So at OU, we have several traditions, but I'm just only gonna talk about two. You may have noticed from my very first slide, all those beautiful flowers planted on our south oval. At OU, every single year, we plant 15,000 chrysanthemums on campus. And that just goes into the beauty of OU. The other thing that is really amazing is we actually have the longest running student organized powwow offered by a student organization in the country. And we have been hosting that for over 100 years.
That's awesome. I love this question because it brings out such unique and awesome experiences and places on all of the college campuses that I think adds a little extra feel to our program tonight. I think we just had so many great questions this evening. I know there was a most recent one, so in case any of our reps haven't seen it, there is a question in there about athletic training programs. If you want to have another minute or two while wrapping up to be able to address that. Also, just a reminder for the students and guests that are watching, if you have other questions after today, please be sure to reach out to all of the representatives, and our representatives will also be able to follow up if they missed a response or wanted to provide additional information after today beyond what was in the chat box. So that's where we are with that. So thank you everyone tonight for taking the time to come and learn about all of the programs. We hope you've been enjoying all of these different sessions that we've been hosting. I'm going to get to my closing slide in just a moment. See, even the presenter has a moment there. But we really appreciate everyone spending this time, and we hope that it's helping you in your college search to learn about different institutions. When we get to the end and close the window, there'll be a very quick survey. It's just 4 questions. We hope that you'll complete it for us and provide some feedback. We would appreciate anything you'll share with us tonight. Just again, as a reminder, this is just one of many sessions being offered and hosted. So we hope that you'll sign up for additional sessions to explore more schools. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of our other session recordings online at the site you signed up at, and also on the StriveScan YouTube channel. That is all that we have for this evening. Thank you also to our presenters. You work so hard for students, and we really appreciate the time that you spent with us tonight to share about your institutions and all of your hard work as well. So that's all that we have for tonight, and we hope that everyone has a wonderful, wonderful evening. And thank you so much for attending. Good night.